Hey folks, this is Jimmy on the mountain. It's early in the morning and these stones are freaking me out. The shadows, when the light changes, I swear the time of day at night, the stones change color, things come out of them. When you view these things, it's when you see them, time of day, how you look at them. It's incredible. This piece of quartz here is a stone axe of some kind, but it's got this face in it. It's an incredible carving. The more I look at it, the more it blows my mind. It's got this old guy on it, and it's all carved out. He's got this beard. You can see the carving on it. Really nice. It's a dark piece of quartz, real heavy. It's got a pointy head. Look at that. And this stone I picked out to give to a friend of mine. He has a channel on YouTube, and he sent me some arrowheads. And I picked this stone out, and before I sent it, I was going to look at it and do some photographs and maybe do a video on it, which I did. And it's been sitting around here with some other stones that I'm going to send him. But the more I look at it, the more incredible it looks, because I have other stones that have people in them, like this. The stone was used for whatever it was used for. It fits in your hand like this, like brass knuckles. I mean, it has a flat surface. You can use it for whatever. This side looks to me like a deceased person, passed away, a death mask. This side doesn't. There's at least 3 images in it, and I find stones like that a lot with these images, a whole person inside the stone. It's like a person died and they made a stone for them, or it's the power of this person in the stone. But look at this thing. And these people here had beards. I find a lot of these, and I find a lot smoking pipes, beards with pipes. And this guy is probably smoking a pipe. That's probably why he's dead. But the more I look at these stones, the more I'm amazed at what I see, because they're not normal arrowheads. They're incredible carvings, and you can see them all carved up and pecked out. And this one here is a bear. And there's the nose of the bear right there, and he's climbing. There's his leg up a rock. And I have other sculptures of bears. This is a white piece of quartz, and it's a polar bear. I have other polar bears in white quartz up here. You can see the back end. You can see his leg. It's a bear in movement. There's a pointy nose. And that is exactly what it is. That's the image of a bear. You can see his pointy nose. So I'm going to carve this piece of quartz out to look like a bear. And I find these in small quarry sites a lot, left there up against bigger stones and things like that, like they were left there for a reason. Look at this guy. Now this is a complicated piece of quartz, and there's a really nice carving in there, and you can see it, portrait. And if you look at this thinking that if it were a cave wall, this whole stone, and pull out of this an image like you would see a cave wall, you'd see images in it. And that's how they saw the world, not with framed portraits, but with portraits inside a stone. And you can see another portrait here of an animal, an image coming out, almost like a painted surface. And that's how you identify these objects. And the reason they made them is the reason they made them. I don't know. I get feelings about it. I can say that. You can see the tool marks there. So this is deliberately carved out. And it's a piece of blue quartz. It's a piece of white quartz. This is a darker piece of quartz. Real heavy piece. You can see the carvings. This was a carved out piece of stone. You can see the pointy face on it and an eye. Stones always had eyes. You can see it on that stone. And why they did these things, I guess you have to be there. They were Stone Age people. This is a piece of orange quartz with a gold color material in it. They would leave parts of the stone on, parts of this matrix, this, I don't know what it's called, on parts of the stone when they carved it. And it seems like a powerful thing, like a powerful stone. What would you do with this? It's a beautiful piece of orange quartz, except to hold it. Deliberately carved out. What was it for? I mean, you find these things and they're beautiful. Maybe it was put on top of a staff. I don't know. Beautiful piece of quartz. There's the Mayan looking at us. There's another piece of blue quartz. This is an interesting stone. It's a primitive axe. A little bit dirty. This is an interesting stone. Big piece of orange quartz, all carved out into a hand axe of some type. But this is the one that's speaking to me tonight. And this is going up to a friend of mine, sort of out in the Ohio area, up in the border states, where all those freaky mounds and people and freaky people were. And all those skeletons came out of those mounds. Well, this is the face of one of those people because they found the same culture here. I think it was a little primitive to the Adena cultures and the cultures in Ohio, but they were related, very similar. Ohio's west of here, and migration would have went west. And these people were seafaring. They did a lot of whales and sea turtles and fish effigies and sea serpent walls. They look like serpent walls, but they had big fins in them. The one here does. It comes out of water, out of a well, out of water, out of the ground. The walls do. But these are the people. They left their portraits. And they had beards. They all did. They smoked pipes. They carved stone prodigiously. Is that a word? Prodigiously. Because that's what they did. And if you look at these, the way I'm looking at them, you'll see exactly what I see. And some people are looking at them that way. They're seeing them. And this is back when these animals walked around here. So we're talking a long time ago. And I guess the deluge, and before that, there were people here who were very scary people, because I have their portraits. And they're weird, scary looking. There's a lot of stuff here. This is an old quarry site, and people carved stone here and collected it, and I'm sure took it away, and they left so much of it behind, hidden in the walls and under the ground and in caches. And this place was covered with thorns. No one ever picked anything up. They couldn't get into here. I had to clear it all out. It took me 5 years to clear out the place. And now I started finding all this stuff. And I couldn't find any information about it, but a few people are very interested in it. This is like a a point of some kind to me. I mean, it's carved out here like a point would be. It's chunky. It's like a proto point. I don't know. It could be just a tool of some kind, a notched. It looks like a point to me, though. I don't find any arrowheads here at all. They didn't make them. They did not make arrowheads here. They made these. If you got in trouble, you'd use your weapon. You use one of these to hit someone with. You wouldn't use an arrow to defend yourself. You use a club. And they made plenty of them, and they put their people in them. Well, this goes out to all the people that see faces in stone and have the disease. But it is in stone, and someone deliberately carved it out and put the eye in it. There's always one eye in it, and one eye is usually obscure or closed or different. It's very strange the way they did things. See the face? You change it. See the face? This is a three-dimensional carving in stone. It's also, I believe, a hand axe or some type of weapon. It may have other things in it that I haven't seen yet. It's a very complicated stone, and it's going off to the homeland very soon. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Check out your stones. They're speaking to you. They sure speak to me. There's power still in these things, and I don't understand it, but look at this guy. How can you not want to know more about these people? And I think you can find it out just by looking at their artwork. Because how could you not want to figure out what they were thinking when they put themselves in the stone? Thank you, YouTube. Good night.